Here are 4 easy, healthy, hearty breakfast recipes for fall. They don't require a ton of ingredients. They're really easy to make. They don't take a whole lot of time. And I made this first recipe in bulk to show how you can make the other recipes in bulk so you can just enjoy a really quick breakfast in the morning before you have to go. This is the spiced quinoa and oats, so let's jump in. So you'll see these nutritional cards at the beginning of every single recipe. Just pause the video at any time to check that out. I'm starting off by adding some dry quinoa to a pot, then adding in some water. Bringing that to a boil takes about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to cover it on low for about 10 minutes. Then add in some rolled oats, and then cover it again on low for another 5 minutes. Then I'm going to add in some almond milk and some maple syrup and some pumpkin spice and stir that all together, and then I'm going to store this in the fridge. This is about 5 servings worth. I'm going to serve up 1 cup and add some almond milk, microwave it again if it's a little too cold, and then adding on top a pear, an apple, some pomegranate seeds, and also some goji berries. This is really easy to put together in the morning once you have your quinoa and oats already cooked. For the sweet potato aioli, this is a breakfast sandwich. I'm starting off with 1 large sweet potato. I'm gonna chop it in relatively thin slices, and then gonna spray a pan with oil and pop the potatoes on there. Also adding 1 clove of garlic. This is gonna go into the aioli, but I'm gonna roast it first because it will taste better. So you're gonna saute one side for 6 minutes, and then I'm going back and toasting a gluten-free English muffin, and then going back to my sweet potatoes and just turning them over. And then I'm gonna take my garlic and add it into a blender with some eggless mayo and some zest of lime and also some lime juice, and then blending that all together, and then you have your aioli. Yum. Then I'm gonna pull off some cilantro. I've got some sprouts back in there too. I'm gonna grab my toast and then go grab my sweet potatoes, touching it with a fork, making sure it's soft enough and it's all done. Then I'm gonna add some aioli on my English muffin, adding sweet potatoes, quite a lot on each of them, adding in some cilantro and some sprouts, and then topping it off with some more aioli. And that's it. This sandwich is amazing. It's so good. Now for the pumpkin oats, I'm going to boil a little over a cup of water. This is going to be for the oats. And then I'm going to chop up an apple in the meantime, adding that to a pan and putting that on the stove on medium, sauteing those apples for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to, in a bowl, add some oats and hot water that I just boiled and mix that around and cover it. You can also microwave this if you don't want to do it that way. Then in a blender, I'm going to add a banana, some pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice, blend that together. And then I'm gonna go back and check on my apples. There they are, those are done. So I'm gonna blend that into the pumpkin mix that I just made. Then there's my oats, and I'm gonna top it with the pumpkin puree, adding on some banana slices and topping it with some pumpkin seeds, and that is it. This breakfast takes like less than 10 minutes to make. All right, now for the spiced chia seed pudding. This one is the quickest of all the recipes, so easy. I'm gonna make a spice mix, which is equal parts cinnamon and nutmeg, and then a little bit of cloves. Now I'm gonna go to the full recipe, and in a blender add banana, then some almond milk, the spice mix that I just made, and some maple syrup. Blending that all together, and then I'm gonna go grab a cup and pour this into my cup, add in some chia seeds, stir that together. Now you can let this sit for about 15 minutes, or you can just pop it in the microwave for 25 seconds and it'll be ready. Then top it off with some pomegranate seeds and some goji berries, and this is all done. It is so quick and easy. So I hope you try one of these breakfast recipes, and if you do try one of them, please let me know how you like it. I genuinely love every single one of these recipes. They're packed full of nutrients. They've got plenty of protein and carbohydrates to keep you going throughout the day. If you like this video, hit thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, and also check out my social media accounts and my website. And I hope you have a happy, healthy, wonderful, motivated day.
Go get her. Go get her.
And Quinn says have a wonderful